Welcome back to Mcoc Al Bundy Rules. I got the boss fight from Chapter 2, July 2021 EQ, Cavalier. Arc Overload, so the armor up and regeneration buff. The mission in Action 2, so when the buff expires, you have to land a heavy, especially within 4 seconds, or you get Falter. If you do, they get Falter. Special 1 is unblockable as well, so be careful, make sure you have a little back up when that's going on. So I have 2 fights on this video, just in case you don't have one of the champs I use, and maybe you have the other one. So I'm going to do my first fight with my R4 5-star Colossus, so just an R4. So big thing, but one big strategy with Colossus is going to be doing parry heavies. That's also going to keep it easier to keep the falter on them once it goes when you're automatically doing heavies to knock them down. Additionally, once I see he has 1 bar of power, I'm going to keep at least a step back. You see the approaching falter, so I need to go ahead and knock him down. I couldn't get there in time because I was backed up for the special 1. I kind of was in the middle of a hit, so I just launched a special 2. No one would have been unblockable, and to avoid getting hit there. So parry heavy. I see 1 bar of power, so I'm trying to stay back a little bit, so once he launches it, I'm able to dash back. If I'm too close when he launches the S1 and I dash back, I will miss. So if I keep the parry heavy strategy, most of the time when the falter activates, it's going to land on him, and then while he's missing, I can just launch a heavy mid as we saw a moment ago. Again, once I see 1 bar of power, stay a good step or 2 back and be ready. So again, we see the decks right there, that unblockable. Got to be careful with that S1 or you will get hurt very badly with that S1. And then we see again right there, just kind of building some powers. I'm working my way up on the power. I do a parry heavy. Again, this is only an R4 5-star, and we're seeing pretty nice damage going on right there for that low. Launching that S2 now, we saw almost 100,000 damage with just an R4 on that special. Pretty easy fight with Colossus. Okay, so you're saying to me, hey, Mcoc Al Bundy Rules, I don't have a Colossus. Okay, I got you back. I got you. So let's go try Cable. So we're looking again, the aggressive Arc Overload, the mission in Action 2. So again, need a heavy when the buff expires. So keep an eye on that timer. It says Falter. Special 1, again, I was mentioning that in the last fight. And while they're down, while each time the attacker is inflicted with non-damaging debuff, defender gains the Fury. So be careful with those Furies on those non-damaging debuffs. So here I got Cable. I'm going to be using the Apocalypse synergy on this fight. So just using the synergy, I'm not using the pre-fight Horseman of Apocalypse, just the synergy. And so we have going there. So I'm going to be using a fairly similar strategy. I kind of like the parry heavy champs for this fight because it just makes it a little bit easier to naturally have the falter land on the defender instead of ourselves. If we're always doing the heavies anyway, we'll see I kind of heavy counter that heavy right there. So also again, when those buffs expire on the defender, gotta watch for that falter timer. So we see the approaching falter and could not get there in time, unfortunately, because I had to back up for that S1. So the red timer went down, so now I hit him. So I'll just take the falter if needed, and I'll be careful at that point. We see Cable's absolutely decimating this fight pretty easily, just doing parry heavy strategy, staying back. This unblockable generation is just eating YellowJacket like crazy, and that's that. So both fights super simple. This one required a synergy with the Apocalypse to get that degeneration going on. Easy fight, follows basic things. Pretty much most any champ should work on the fight just with that basic strategy. Just don't forget those heavies, or just back off if you get falter. Don't forget to click that top left link, subscribe to Mcoc Al Bundy Rules. As always, thanks so much for watching. Turn those notifications on, check my other playlist videos, all my goodies. Thank you.